Hey, what's going on, YouTube? How are you on this rainy, stormy day? I just wanted to briefly show anybody who was ever curious about what I carry when I go out for the day. This is mainly what I carry on a short day hike, 4 or 5 hours maybe. I make sure, first of all, that I have water. And I carry just a Camelback. It holds 2 liters of water, which is awesome, which is plenty. But I also carry a backup. I carry a Stanley canteen, and I fill this with water as well. I've never actually had to use it or go to it. I still drink from it. I don't let the water sit in it or anything, but every time I get out of my vehicle and I go for a hike, this is with me, and that Camelback is with me. Water is huge. You can only go 3 days without water, and you're all done. It's the rule of threes if you've never heard of it. It's 3 minutes without air. You can survive that. 3 hours in the elements, say in the freezing elements, below zero, you can survive 3 hours without the correct cover, without the correct clothing. You can go 3 days without water. You can survive that. You can go 3 weeks without food. Personally, I think it'd be more like a month. I don't think it would be a comfortable experience, but I think you could probably go a month, and you can live off your fat reserves, Anyways, I carry a Leatherman. This is a multi-tool that it's on my hip every single day. It doesn't matter if I'm hiking or not. I carry this at work. It also has a ferro rod that's connected to it. It's just a striker. It's another way to start a fire if need be. I take the back of a knife and you strike it and sparks fly out. That stays with me every day, everywhere I go. I carry 2 lighters, 2 Bic lighters. I also carry a Zippo and the ferro rods. I'm obsessed. I got to make sure I can have fire, because with fire you can boil water if you ever needed to. I have this thing about not having enough water that is scary. Speaking of water, I also carry this life straw. I can filter, I believe it's 10,000 gallons. You could saddle up next to a puddle of muddy water and pop the cap off of this thing, and you could drink from, you could literally bend down, or we're in a stream or a river, a brook, a pond, and you bend right down and you pop the top off and you drink right from the whatever water source is around. This is very comforting knowing that I have this. Even though it's just a day hike, guys, I go out, sometimes I'm out for 7 or 8 hours, and the comfort of knowing I'll always have enough water is huge. And fire starting, that's big for me. I always carry a compass. I don't go anywhere without one when I'm hiking. This is not something I carry every day, but whenever I hike, this is with me. I carry 3 knives. This is my Mora Black, awesome knife. I'm not saying cheap, inexpensive. $20 for a beautiful knife. It's got the Scandinavian grind to it, which I love. It's very sharp, right out of the box. Extremely sharp. I like to carry three cutting tools. So there's one. My Leatherman has a really nice knife on it, and I carry a LL Bean Swiss Army knife. It's upside down. This is with me every time I hike. All of this stuff fits into like a vest that I wear. I carry. This is just a little fire block. You light a corner of it. Very easy to get a fire going if I had to. I've done it in the wintertime before, where my fingers got so cold and I put my gloves on too late, or I just can't get that heat, the feeling back in my fingers. I start a small fire, 10 to 15 minutes up against the fire, get the feeling back, and you're back on the road again. I carry these little bars with me. This just little like granola bars. I carry a couple. I carry Jack Links. I love these things. They're great for hiking, guys. You get that little hunger feeling in your stomach, and you almost, if you're hungry enough, you start to feel nauseous, no energy. Scarf down a few of these things, you get that just gets rid of that hunger right away. But that's kind of what I carry. I mean, this is a multi-purpose right here. Not only am I carrying water in it, but I can boil water with this as well. And what I'll do is I will carry, pardon me, I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared. I'll carry sometimes a freeze-dried meal. It depends on how long I'm going to be out. Today I knew I was only going to be out for 4 hours or so. I ate before I came out, so I didn't carry this. But this fits easily in any pack. You just boil water. You could do it with a fire, or at times, sometimes if I'm out for an all-day thing, I carry a small pocket stove. Plop this right on top, boil the water. You open this bag up. You dump the boiling water inside a certain amount, close it for 15, 20 minutes or so, and you've got an awesome fettuccine Alfredo with chicken meal. It's awesome. Now, depending on, again, how long I'm gonna hike, I'll carry a backpack. Now, the backpack, this is one for work that I use, but I have the identical bag that has a camelback inside of it, and it comes out. Each corner of my pack has a spot where the camelback hose, the hose here, will come right out the top of the pack. And that way I can carry a camelback, and I've got a backpack as well. And even though at times I don't have to, I carry a small flashlight. I just carry it just because if I get caught out here, I don't make it back to my vehicle before sundown. I have just a way where I can just, at least if I have to walk the last half a mile in the dark, I've got a flashlight with me. And I also carry a battery pack. This is heavy, it's large, but fully charged, I can recharge my phone to 100% 6 times, maybe 5 times with this particular charger. That's my stuff, guys. That's what I pretty much will carry every single time I go out on a day hike. If it's a long hike, again, I carry the backpack, and I carry extra clothes. Actually, this Leatherman saved my butt. It saved my bacon in a snowstorm, January, the first snowstorm of this year, January 2018. I was testing out a new pack that I bought, and I had it packed with a poncho, dry sweatshirt, dry socks, right? I get out there, I'm about 3 or 4 miles out, and the jacket I had on was like a work jacket. It was kind of like a material where it was water resistant a little bit. I found out it was not working. The snow was heavy. It was a blizzard. It was a foot of snow on the ground all of a sudden before I knew it, and my shoulders were getting wet. It was cold out. I stopped under a huge pine tree, took the soaking wet jacket off, my sweatshirt. I'm sorry, this was before this. I get under the pine tree and I go to unhook the sternum strap from my backpack, and it's frozen. I can't get it. It had malfunctioned because I was picking ice out of it with my fingers. I'm like, what am I going to do? My gear, what I need is in my backpack. I said, well, I'll cut the strap. Just now I'm panicked a bit. Well, I can't. I'm reaching back to get my knife. I can't reach it. It's hanging off my pack. I'm like, what the hell? So I'm trying to break, actually, the sternum strap, and I can't do it. I'm like, I can't believe I've got a knife, and I can't get to it. Then I thought, wait, my Leatherman is on my hip. I pulled out my Leatherman, and I literally cut the strap from the backpack and was able to get my wet clothes off, get my poncho out of my bag, take off my soaking wet sweatshirt, and put on some dry stuff, throw on my backpack, now that's broken, and put my poncho on, and it saved my ass because I was 3 hours out, and it had snowed so heavily by the time I got out there, my trip back, I would have been close to hypothermic by the time I got to my van. It was a quick 5-minute panic. But my Leatherman, thank you very much, Leatherman. This is the Leatherman Wave. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. So anyways, that's a little review of what I carry. If anybody cares at all, I'll probably get 3 views on this, but it doesn't matter. I just wanted to show guys, show you what I carry. Thank you very much for clicking this video. Ran too long, and I'll definitely see you on the next one.